Marcin, thanks very much for joining us. For those who don't know, just tell us a little bit about Sun and Snow, the company, but also the strategy.
So Sun and Snow was set up 15 years ago. It was the first company in Poland which manages rental of apartments in vacational places. We are helping the clients who bought apartments in vacational places with the rental. So we are taking care of their apartments, but mostly we are bringing tourists to their apartments. So we are the biggest in Poland. This is our core business, but during those 15 years, we were able to start also some other businesses, of course, related to the rental of apartments in the vacational locations in Poland.
So looking at the trends in the market, I suppose, what are you seeing in terms of demand? And I guess you've seen some changes recently, particularly, do you see the market as having recovered from COVID? What are some of the key drivers at the moment?
I think that the market fully recovered from COVID. Of course, during COVID period, we had those restrictions that people couldn't travel in Poland. But after the restrictions were released, there was the best moment in the history of Poland in terms of rental. People were just, very hungry to go to the different place than they were living and to spend things that they love to do. So during 2021, after the COVID restrictions were released, it was the best moment, I would say. And the occupancy rate was almost 100%. June or September, October were very, very good, similar to July or August. So yes, it changed. Then we had Ukrainian war, which had a huge impact on the rental. Firstly, there were lots of people from Ukraine coming to Poland. So in bigger cities, all the apartments were rented out, let's say, to Ukrainian people. All the Polish people were also trying to help. Everybody was helping, renting out their own apartments. They were even inviting Ukrainian people to live with themselves. So, but this also changed the market in a way that the rental rates in those bigger cities went by twice almost. In terms of rental in vacational places, it was a bit different. People started to slow down, looking more at the economic aspects of living, because inflation in Poland was very high. Polish currency was not that strong, so it had impact somehow positive, yes, because there were lots of foreign tourists coming because of the weak Polish zloty. So we had lots of, for example, clients from Czech Republic. But Polish people make their travel decisions very carefully. They were making their travel plans in advance, so booking the specific location 1 month or 2 months or half a year before. Nowadays, it often happens that they make the travel plans 1 day or 2 days before they go for vacation. So it had impact for sure, that the economic situation, the inflation, the increase in interest rates, which had impact on the installments. So it changed. Now inflation is dropping a bit. Hopefully it will also have impact on the interest rates. Market interest rates were started to drop as well. So the situation should improve, let's say, this year later on.
And Marcin, you've also been investing in developing in your own resorts. I guess what's the strategy there, and also where are the hotspots at the moment in terms of Poland?
Sun and Snow, let's say 7 or 8 years ago, started to do our own projects. We built resorts in different vacational areas. The most important is the location. So we are looking really at the location, which is very close to the sea, let's say within 800, 400 meters, so not farther from the shore. So this is one. Second, we are doing lots of projects also in the mountains. So most of the projects we are doing in Szklarska Poręba, Świeradów, which is close to the German border and also Czech Republic border. But we are having also one project which is close to Zakopane, which is like the biggest Polish mountain resort in Białka. So our idea first is to find a good location within a specific city or specific resort. More important is to find the location within the resort, not the resort itself, because if you have a good location close to the sea or close to the place where you can do skiing, then it's perfect.
And in terms of the leisure and tourism side for Poland in general, do you see that as a kind of growth area, Marcin? What's your sense of, I suppose, what we're looking at in that area for 2023?
I would say that Poland should be a good location. Recently, CNN suggested that Poland should be the #1 destination for tourists from abroad. During COVID, we didn't have many tourists. After the COVID, also, people were still careful to travel, especially on the planes. It changed a bit during 2022. During second phase of 2022. So people started to travel. Also, the war was not good in Ukraine in terms of foreign tourists, especially at the beginning when the war started. People were afraid to come to Poland. But nowadays, I think lots of tourists are coming from abroad, and each location is different. So southern part, for example, lots of people from Czech Republic. We have lots of tourists in the western part of Poland from Germany. Another part, lots of people from Scandinavia. And of course, we have lots of tourists like in bigger cities like Krakow, Warsaw, or Gdańsk from UK, for example.
Great. Really interesting to catch up. Thanks very much for joining us, Marcin.
Thank you.